I'm here with Sheepy from Unicorns of Love, and unfortunately your team was eliminated from tournament, but who do you think will win?
I think that right now Flash was the strongest team from the ones remaining. I don't know exactly how strong Rocks Tigers and H2K are. I would have loved to scrim them, but because there was a possibility of us facing Rocks Tigers or H2K, we were rather not scrimming them. And Flash Wolves we played, and they seemed really, really strong. So I think right now Flash Wolves has the edge.
Okay, thank you. And what do you think about the current meta, like these mages on bottom and tanks on top? And
I think right now the meta is something that is developed just by the necessity of having 3 lanes with 3 people being the strongest, and then you have like a 4th person, you need to put him somewhere. I think there can be maybe some switch-ups, but right now how the meta is developed makes sense. On the flip side, I think that now with Ziggs coming up, for example, on bottom side, people understand that like pushing power and like contesting lane is really, really strong. So maybe in the future we will see a new kind of wave for the meta coming in. But right now I think how the meta is developed makes really sense and is very stable. So I guess that's like to stay for some time with small tweaks.
okay, thank you. And does it fit your team, or the previous meta was better for you?
We really like this meta right now because you're in the 1v1 matchups almost all the time, and you can only start swapping around like 5 minutes plus, which is really, really cool because then the top lane turret loses all his resistances. So you have this laning which everybody can identify with and can work on, and that transitions then into a more map play and a team play. And I think right now how the meta is structured is really enjoyable for us to play and also to watch for the fans. So I think that's like a really good state of the game right now.
Okay, and if you were in Riot Games, what thing would you change in this meta?
I'm not too sure. I think right now the meta is good because it relies in the beginning a little bit more on your individual performance because you're forced in the 1v1s and the 2v2s. I mean, you can like swap up a bit, but it's kind of like set like this how it is. I think that is great. And then afterwards the team play kicks more in. I think how the balance is right now is really nice. Perhaps that there's a little bit more possibilities to do. I mean, Riot kind of killed the lane swap in the early game and just transitioned right into team play, and now it's like all about individual in the beginning, which I once again I think is fine. But maybe having like a little bit more possibilities there, like some changes in the future where the map gets a little bit faster and a little bit more active, like very early on.
Okay, thank you for your interview.